Like sands through the hourglass. So, no, that's not right. Like lambs to the slaughter. So, no, that's not it either. Oh yes, like nails on a chalkboard. So too is Moroni Prime. It's me again with another review. This time it's Multiforce member number 2. Wow, I wish I could learn how to count. 4. Multiforce member number 4. Sorry. From Transformers Victory, this is the Micromaster DX series reissue from 2004. Tacker. Not to be confused with Tackle. Tacker with an R. Tacker. A lot of people tend to confuse the two, or think they both have the same name. I don't know how that works in Japanese with the whole English thing. But somehow they must have kept it separate. Not that it really matters, because they both transform into legs anyway, but that's for a later review. Moving on. This is Tacker, his vehicle form. Seems to be some sort of armored carrier. I don't want to call it a tank necessarily, so much as just some sort of armored military transport of some sort. But those there. He too, rectangle. Probably one of the most obvious rectangles out of all the rectangledom. He's just about the rectangliest rectangle you'll ever rectangle. Transformation. Basic, simple, same as pretty much all the others. Take your arms, flip them up, pull the legs down, and separate the legs. There, you're almost done. Again, with the head, separate the legs, jam your finger right in the middle, and out pops the head. This is Tacker. He's got a little bit of a man boob thing going on, but he seems cool with it. He's not one to be too self-conscious, I suppose. He actually doesn't suffer from the huge foot syndrome. One of only 2 members of the Multiforce that don't. He kind of lucked out in that regard. But, yeah, he's probably one of the better figures in that he doesn't have a lot of gimmicks or a lot of kibble hanging off of it. He's just here, such as he is. I mean, take him or leave him. It's a pretty solid figure, very sturdy, tight joints. The transformation, he does the whole top half, bottom half like everybody else. You flip the legs around back. There's your lower torso mode, which would be mock tacker, wing tacker, whatever. Flip that upside down and bend the arms down. Pop the head up the other direction. Now he's got more of the barrel chest thing going on as opposed to the fried eggs on a nail. That is the head for the upper torso combination. Tacker wing, tacker mock, tacker dash, whatever. Combines the same way. And actually, I don't believe that I've necessarily covered exactly how they combine in the past review, so I'll go ahead and cover it here. Pretty self-explanatory. Insert tab A into slot B and vice versa. They have these ports on every single member of the Multiforce. Universal combination. Pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory. No molded fists necessarily. They're just kind of squares with holes in them, but you can pretend that they're fists if you want to. I really don't care either way. I just always put guns in the holes, so it doesn't really matter. But that's just me. So we fold them back around, close those up, put the arms back, and push the legs in. which also pushes the head back in that we left out. And there's the vehicle mode, again, such as it is. Now he comes with this blaster, which is reminiscent of, I almost want to say Predaking is what it reminds me of. And that it is also the foot pad. That is also the double barrel blaster. This can mount on the top. You got the pegs here, and the holes, as we discussed a moment ago, are now on the back of the vehicle. Just pops on like that, and there you have it. Now his gun, this is rather unique. He has the largest of all the guns of the Multiforce, the absolute largest. His is special. This is where I was kind of building up to with the whole weapons thingy. His gun is the main framework, the main piece, the keystone to the first combining gun. On all Transformers, I don't recall any combining gun before this one. No, I'm not counting the Target Masters. Those were just stupid. We later saw examples of this in the Energon weapons that combined with one another. Robots in Disguise Ruination, that remold of Bruticus, where they gave pegs and holes and whatnot to the Combaticon weapons to combine in a similar fashion to how these did. You have a hole here. The barrel actually is also a hole for another gun. Hole on the opposite side. And if I can get it in the right light here so you can see it, two holes. Hey, there we go. Two holes in the top. All 5 guns can combine into a larger blaster. Very nice gun, and the nice part, when in vehicle mode, his fist holes are on the top. Therefore, it allows for him to carry his own boomstick in either mode. And he's going to go ahead and be difficult. There we go. I have to say this is probably the most formidable looking out of all the Multiforce. I'd almost be afraid of him going full power because he would end up flying backwards just from the recoil of the blast. I would give it a 7 out of 10, simply because he's so well armed, and also for the connectivity capabilities of the gun. That was very well thought out, I think. The proportions of the guns to one another sync up perfectly. And really, it's very solid. Joints are tight, wheels roll, no problem. I would recommend this just as I would the others, but this one even more so. If you don't get the whole Multiforce, at least pick up Tacker. If for no other reason than it's just a fun figure with a G1 aesthetic. It's just a nice display piece, really. If you don't get any other members, get this one. That's all I have for now. My next review will be for Multiforce number 5. Yay, I can count this time. Multiforce member number 5. Mach. Not M-O-C-K, M-A-C-H. This is Moroni Prime. Later.